The shocking return of Dean Ambrose, April 29, 2025. Friends, what an absolutely historic night it was on Monday Night Raw, April 29, 2025. If you thought WWE had lost the ability to surprise us, think again. The night was packed with unforgettable moments, but nothing, and I mean nothing, could have prepared anyone for what happened during the main event. Dean Ambrose, after years away from WWE, made a shocking return and saved Roman Reigns from a vicious beatdown at the hands of Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. Stick with me, because I'm going to take you through everything that happened, every shocking twist, and what this could mean for WWE's future. The electric atmosphere, the calm before the storm. The show started with an energy unlike anything we've felt in a long time. The buzz backstage, the rumors swirling around the arena, the electricity in the crowd, everyone could feel it. Something big was in the air. Fans filled the sold-out arena, their anticipation palpable, whispering to each other, trying to guess what would go down. You could hear it as they filed into the arena. Is tonight the night something historic happens? And the WWE roster? Well, it was absolutely stacked, with legends like John Cena, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and the powerhouse Bron Breakker all set to make an impact. But in the air, there were also whispers of something more, something that would shake the very foundation of WWE. Everyone was on edge, trying to figure out if a major surprise was coming. Little did they know, the answer would come in the form of a shocking, explosive moment that no one could have predicted. The fiery contract signing, Cena vs. Orton reignited. The first major moment of the night came with John Cena and Randy Orton. Their rivalry, long considered one of the most iconic in WWE history, was reignited in a way no one expected. Both men had chips on their shoulders. Both were looking to prove that they were still the faces of WWE. Announced earlier in the night, John Cena and Randy Orton were set to face off for the undisputed WWE Championship at Backlash 2025. But before that could happen, they had to officially sign the contract to make the match official. Now, we all know how contract signings go in WWE. They never end peacefully. John Cena made his way down to the ring first. The crowd's energy was electric as they cheered for the 16-time champion. But Cena, unlike his usual charismatic self, was focused. He was all business. His eyes were steely, determined, and filled with intensity. No smiles, no pandering to the crowd, just straight to the point. Then came Randy Orton. The Viper slithered his way to the ring, his usual arrogance on full display. He took his time, savoring every moment as the tension in the arena grew. The fans were already on edge, knowing that this wasn't going to be a typical contract signing. When both men finally stood face to face in the ring, the atmosphere was tense, thick with animosity. Orton began his mind games, reminding Cena of all the times he had been the one to break him down, to humiliate him in front of millions. Cena didn't bite. He didn't flinch. He was too focused, too determined. When Orton finally signed the contract and smugly shoved it toward Cena, the tension reached its breaking point. Without warning, Cena snapped. He flipped the table over, and in a flash, both men were brawling outside the ring. Cena got his revenge, delivering an attitude adjustment to Orton through the contract signing table. It was chaotic. It was personal. And it was just the beginning of an unforgettable night. The unlikely alliance, Rollins and Bron Breakker's attack on Roman Reigns. While Cena and Orton's explosive brawl raged on, the night was far from over. As the show went on, the WWE Universe was treated to more jaw-dropping moments, but the biggest one was yet to come. Roman Reigns, the reigning undisputed WWE Universal Champion, was set to compete in the main event against Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. The atmosphere in the arena was electric, with fans eagerly awaiting the match. Reigns had been on top of his game, running roughshod over anyone who dared to challenge his dominance. But tonight, something felt different. Roman's match against Rollins and Breakker was intense, with both men giving their all. But as the match raged on, the odds began to stack against the tribal chief. The numbers game quickly became too much. Seth Rollins, the self-proclaimed architect of WWE, was joined by Bron Breakker, and together, they began to dismantle Reigns. The vicious beatdown was on. Reigns fought valiantly, but he was overpowered. Every punch, every kick, every move seemed designed to break him down. It looked like the reign of Roman Reigns might be coming to an end tonight. But just as things seemed at their darkest, something unbelievable happened. The shocking return of Dean Ambrose, a new Shield. Out of nowhere, the lights in the arena flickered. The crowd gasped, unsure of what was happening. Suddenly, the familiar sound of the Shield's theme music blared through the speakers, and the entire arena erupted into a frenzy. Dean Ambrose. The lunatic fringe. The unpredictable, wild, and dangerous former Shield member had returned to WWE. After years away from the company, Ambrose's return was nothing short of historic. Fans couldn't believe their eyes. Dean rushed to the ring, immediately charging at Rollins and Breakker. The energy in the arena was deafening as Ambrose, without hesitation, started unleashing his fury on both men. It was clear that Ambrose had one goal in mind, to save his former brother, Roman Reigns, from the brutal assault. Rollins and Breakker, clearly shocked by Ambrose's unexpected return, tried to fight back, but Ambrose was too much. He fought like a man possessed, taking down Breakker with his signature Dirty Deeds DDT and throwing punches left and right. Roman Reigns, who had been down for the count just moments ago, slowly began to recover, aided by Ambrose's timely intervention. And then, just as fans thought the chaos was over, Dean turned his attention to Seth Rollins. The two locked eyes, their history together clear. They had been brothers in the Shield, but tonight, Ambrose was showing Rollins no mercy. He sent Rollins crashing into the steel steps with a violent move that left the architect gasping for air. But that wasn't all. Roman Reigns, now back on his feet, and Dean Ambrose, together for the first time in years, stood tall. The two former Shield members looked out at the crowd, their bond undeniable. It was a moment that left fans stunned, wondering what this meant for the future of WWE. The fallout, what does this mean for WWE's future? So, what does this all mean? Dean Ambrose's shocking return has sent ripples through the WWE universe, and it's clear that the dynamics of the company are about to shift. First, let's talk about the immediate impact. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, together again, could be a force to be reckoned with. Their bond, forged in the Shield, was one of the most dominant in WWE history. But with Ambrose's unpredictable nature and Reigns' unyielding leadership, this could be a new era of dominance for the two men. But the return of Ambrose isn't just about Roman Reigns. It's about what comes next. What does this mean for Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker? Is this the beginning of a new rivalry, a new feud that could push both men to their limits? Or will we see a new faction rise from the ashes, with Ambrose and Reigns leading the charge? The world of WWE is now full of possibilities. With the undisputed WWE Championship match between Cena and Orton at Backlash, along with the potential for new alliances, betrayals, and rivalries, WWE is on the verge of something truly monumental. Dean Ambrose's return has opened the door to a future that fans have been clamoring for, and it's one that will leave us all guessing what happens next. Monday Night Raw, April 29, 2025, will go down as one of the most historic nights in WWE history. From the fiery contract signing between John Cena and Randy Orton to the shocking return of Dean Ambrose and his unexpected alliance with Roman Reigns, this was a night that will be talked about for years to come. So, what's next for WWE? Will we see a new Shield? Will Ambrose and Reigns reignite their dominance? Or will Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker fight back and reshape the landscape of WWE once again? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure. WWE is back to being as unpredictable and thrilling as ever. If you thought tonight's story was wild, trust me, what happens next will blow your mind. So don't stop now. Click on the video right here on your screen to continue the chaos, the drama, and the inside scoop only we deliver. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and join the Wrestling News CC family, where the real stories of WWE come to life. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the latest WWE news and updates. This has been Wrestling News CC, and we'll see you in the next one.